Hi everyone, Robert Villanueva here. Today I want to talk about goal setting. One of my favorite topics to talk about from a coaching perspective is goal setting. And why is this important? Is because one thing that I've noticed being a coach for as long as I've been is the agents that have goals and very clear goals have a tendency of being those top producers. Agents that unfortunately struggle with their goals, they unfortunately don't hit those higher numbers. Now, I'm not saying that if you have goals that you're going to be a top producer. I'm not saying that if you don't have goals that you're automatically going to be a lesser producer. But there is one thing that is in common, and that one thing is in common is, again, those agents that are reaching high level of production, a good percentage of them have a very clear understanding as to what those goals are. Now, how do we put goals together? I'm going to keep it very simple. This is an exercise that I call is your 1, 3, 5s. Okay, and what that is your 1 year, your 3 year, your 5 year goals. Now, if you want to do the extra credit, don't hesitate to do the 10-year goals. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to break it up into 4 main categories. The very first category is going to be business. Okay, business goals. And what does that consist of? Is how many deals? How much income? Are you going to have an assistant? You're going to have an office? You're going to have the corner office? What does that entail? Are you with a company that recognizes and gives awards? Is it hitting a certain award? That's your business goals. Now, the second one is material. Now, these goals, for a lot of agents, it's actually quite easy to identify. Not for everybody, but for most of them. Why? Because this is the fun ones. Cars, houses, boats, trips, jewelry, you name it. Anything and everything that you can buy. That's your material goals. Okay? Now, I'm not asking of you to be material, but some of the goals would, consist of those material goals. The third one, I want you to identify personal goals. The interesting thing about personal goals is that they are the hardest to identify, yet they're the most rewarding. Now, what am I talking about? Well, I want you to think of it from this perspective. These goals are goals that you cannot buy. Okay? Well, think of losing weight. Think of reading more books. How about having a little more spirituality in your life? How about having a date night? Now, it's always interesting when I say this because it's a little bit different when I speak to my guy coaching clients and I ask them this. They go, oh yeah, we go on a date all the time. No. What I'm not referring to is that one slice of pizza that you bought your significant other that one day. I'm talking about having a dedicated day. Do you have a Friday at 6 o'clock? Do you have a Saturday at whatever? Do you have a Sunday at this time with your significant other? This is important, okay? Why is it important? Is because now this night is a dedicated night. This night is something that creates a little more intimacy. That is being in the now moment, being in the what is going on in your life, okay, versus everything else, okay? Now, that's a personal goal. I mean, you can do things like going on dates. You can do things like along the line of, volunteering. Anything from that direction. Those are personal goals. The fourth one is going to be action steps. What action steps do you need to take care of your business goals, your material goals, your personal goals, and of course to be able to accomplish all that? Now, the exercise is really simple. Okay? Go through, identify your 1 year business goals, your 1 year material, personal, and the action steps. Then do 3 year business, material, personal, action steps. Same thing for 5 year and the same thing for 10 year. Once you identify this, I want you to extract, maybe highlight 2 or 3 of them as to what excites you the most. Now, one can be in a 1 year business, the other one could be 5 year in personal, and the other one could be 10 year in material. Who knows what it is? The purpose of this is to bring some of those goals and highlight them to things that excite you the most. Very simple exercise, but it takes a long time. This isn't a one and done. I want you to think about this maybe, once a week, spend 15, 20 minutes and focus on this and continuously write it down. Now, we're talking about your life. So this isn't just a let me do it the one time. Continue to do it time and time and time again because before you know it, your 1 year goals are now no longer 1 year, it's the right now goals. So you want to continuously do this exercise. Hopefully that was helpful. Have a powerful, productive rest of your day, and I'll see you at the top.